Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Once again, Donald Trump, your president, has tried to distance himself from Epstein. This time, he's tried to defend his wife also and distance her from Epstein. But the people just aren't going for it, fam. The people are not convinced that all of those photos, including this one, showing Melania in pictures with Donald Trump and even Epstein, are fake. They just don't believe that those pictures are fake. They believe those pictures are real because there are so many of them and they're in so many different outfits, in so many different places, at so many different times. One could only surmise that the pictures have to be real. The pictures never came into question. Nobody ever questioned was the pictures real until the Epstein files dropped. And I mean, not just the pictures in the Epstein files, but the pictures that were not seen in the Epstein files of Trump, Melania, Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, his woman, the one who used to go get the girls for him. Yeah. So it's just amazing how the First Lady, Melania Trump, came out with a surprise speech to the American people, trying to distance herself from the Epstein files. And the only reason why she did that is because she knows something is coming down the pipeline. There's a woman that used to be friends with her who's saying that she is going to expose Melania if Melania don't get right real quick with her. I don't know what that means, but she's talking about she better get it right and she better do it fast. The woman is right now in, I think, where is she? In Brazil, I believe she's supposed to be in Brazil. I don't know why she would share a location because the U.S. got some long arms. But anyway, check this out. This is Trump today trying to defend his wife again and distance her from Jeffrey Epstein, claiming to not even have any type of relationship with Epstein. Check it out.
The war in Ukraine never would have started with Russia, but it's going on. Hopefully, it'll get over soon.
The First Lady came out last week and said she had no links to Jeffrey Epstein.
Who did?
The First Lady, Melania Trump.
She had none.
Why did she come out and say that last week?
Because the fake news was saying she did, and she had none, and I think that's been proven. It bothered her that the fake news was being fake news, so she just wanted to clarify.
Who's taking care of Hezbollah? Do you think that they are destroying the deal that we are trying?
I was surprised they jumped right on and jumped off of that. Well, the woman tried to ask another question, but Trump got out that hot seat real fast. I'm talking about in record time. So here's the deal, fam. Melania Trump absolutely knew Jeffrey Epstein. They absolutely had a relationship. Now, the extent of that relationship, we do not know. But there are claims that Melania was introduced to Trump by Epstein, and that means that if she was already in the Epstein stable, well, you know how that go. You know how they get down. You dig what I'm saying, fam? You know, all that moving and shaking and stuff that be going on around there. You talking about baby oil and Diddy. Diddy ain't got nothing on those Epstein files. You know, we're talking about billions, dudes with billions of dollars and kings and princesses and, you know, presidents. Okay, man, come on, fam. Donald Trump's brain is dysfunctional. I just want to throw that out there real quick, just for anybody who thought anything different. Yeah, his brain is really dysfunctional. She's the woman, the reporter said Melania's name, and he said, who? And then he was talking about the victims, and he said the women, the victims, whatever. This is madness, man. This is madness. In this same press, he was talking about bombing on Iran and keeping Iran from nuclear weapons. saying that Iran doesn't have a right to have a nuclear weapon. Like, why not? If America has a nuclear weapon, why can't Iran have a nuclear weapon? I know I hear y'all saying that Iran is crazy. I spoke with my nephew, me and my nephew, shouts out to my nephew Hen, and we spoke about this. And Hen seems to believe that Iran needs to be bombed on because they're crazy. And he's not a Trump supporter, but he still said that and by the way, he's a vet. He's a veteran. And he said Iran needs to be bombed on because those people over there are crazy. I'm like, man, what about the crazy people over here? Like, Iran didn't invade a country or two this year. They haven't kidnapped the president and his wife and gave her a black eye. Iran didn't go and bomb Iran. It's like, I keep hearing people saying that Iran is they're the terrorists. Okay, let's say they killed 10,000 of their people, 5,000, whatever number you want to put out there. Let's say they did that. Isn't the United States still well ahead of Iran and the death toll if you start considering the fact that our politicians our government allows food and beverage companies to put carcinogens in our food and beverages, and these carcinogens kill hundreds of thousands of Americans every year, heart attack, kidney failure, everything you can think of. And we haven't even gotten to the open season that the police have on U.S. citizens. We ain't got to that point yet, where they just arbitrarily just killing people. It don't even matter. And it ain't just black people getting killed now. Yeah, some of them people that was quiet, they're people getting killed now. Yeah, but we warned y'all about that. We told y'all that would happen. Because what they do to the least of us, they do to the rest of us, right? So that's what happens. And when I say least, I mean the ones who are not being represented. Taxation without representation is what tyranny, right? So that's what it's been like for Black Americans in this country for centuries. Taxation without representation in any event. Melania cannot distance herself from Jeffrey Epstein because there's too much proof in the pudding. There's too much proof. Iran did not blow up a girls' school. Iran did not destroy hospitals, mosques, sanctuaries. They didn't blow up any churches. Iran didn't do any of that. Iran didn't kill over 1,200 civilians. America did that. Like, I hear people saying that Iran are the terrorists, but if you look at the situation on paper, if you just take out the emotional part of it and just look at U.S. and look at Iran and think about how much destruction has the United States done to the world, not how scared is the world of the United States. Not how much the world fears the United States, but how much destruction has the United States did compared to the destruction Iran has done globally. How many people have died because of Iranian sanctions versus United States sanctions over the past 30 years? I would say zero, right? The number was zero. You know how many it is for the United States? Estimates north of 36 million. 36 million, but it don't really register with us because we can't see those 36 million. We didn't watch those 36 million people die. you see. But their family members did. Their friends watched them die. Yeah. So when you start thinking about and when you're talking about a madman, Trump keep talking about how he's a madman, he's crazy, and then, dude, that's what we say about you. And you got the damn codes. You got the this dude got the codes, and he's pointing the finger at somebody else, and he's trying to make us believe that the other person is more dangerous than he is. Who created a so-called organization of peace and went and started a war in less than a few months? You tell me who is most dangerous, you tell me who the real terrorist is. When I think of terrorists, I never even consider Iran. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.